Hello everyone, Jimmy here again. This time we are at Suzuka, the West Course, and as you can see, we are in the Skip Barbers today. This is one of the toughest cars to drive in iRacing by a long stretch. Lots of poke, and not very much grip is the case here. The car pretty much runs on standard road tyres. I think it's a 2-litre engine, so correct me if I'm wrong, and it's generally just a big pain in the bum to drive. You may ask, why, Jimmy, why are you driving it then? Reason being, because I want to try and get into formulas. I'm a big Formula 1 fan, and ending up in the Formula cars, the top end, the F1 cars would be a big thing for me, really. Goals are usual in this race. Try and keep it clean, and try and get as high in the field as we can. Again, I have practiced. Not practicing in this car would be insane. It's getting about, I think the best time I've set so far is a 33.8 on the Suzuka West course, which basically just cuts out the S's from the Suzuka GP course and the main straight, which I'm thankful for, to be honest. As you can see, car is a real handful, and it really is difficult to get this car around in one piece. I'm hoping to try and not get any encounters this race, but realistically it's going to be difficult. Setup for this car is tricky because there's not many things you can do, but they seem to have massive consequences anyway, so again, like I said before, setup is not my strong point, so I've just really tried to go with a couple of things. I've experimented a bit in practice and got a bit of speed, so hopefully we'll go from there. The race, I believe, is 11 laps, or was it 14 laps? I'll check when the race starts. So consistency is going to be a big thing again, because as you saw at the start of the video, people go off a lot in this car, and it'll be quite easy to pick up a couple of paces just by staying on the road. So we'll try and do that. One thing I will say is that after this video there aren't going to be any more for a little while. Some people are aware that I'm a university student and I do have a lot of work currently. I have those are handing dates at the end of April. I'm recording this video at 4 AM after I've been working all day, so this is my reward, is getting to make a video. I enjoy it, so it's fun for me. But yeah, so if anyone wonders why there's kind of a lack for a bit, that's the reason why. This car's very oversteery. It can work to your advantage sometimes if you learn how to do it, but often it will turn around and bite you. I've crashed countless amount of times in this car. Not through lack of practice, I assure you, just through being a bit too confident on the power. So we aren't too high in the warm-up at the moment. I don't expect to be. Hopefully we'll start near the back of the grid, because I don't want to start up front because I haven't got the pace, I don't think, to compete up the front. Just want to run from the back, do my best, and try and get my my safety rating back up of a race I had recently. Basically, it was a 4GT race, and I got taken out the first corner, a broken steering, back to 8th place. Made it back up to 3rd in the end of the race, but the damage had been done at the start. I lost about 17 of my safety rating, which was a real pain because I'm a big stickler for the safety rating, because I want that A licence. This was just one of my goals, really, to get the A licence, and it's a pain because it really affected me getting that. So warm up pretty much over. We'll try and get over the line and see where we play, so it'd be nice to get an idea.
Okay, warm-up's over. Bring it on in.
Only 9th, it wasn't a quick lap, so we'll see. Just make sure the shifter's tied down, this thing that likes to come loose a lot. Okay, let's get on the grid. Good luck, everyone. Only 9 in our race, which is nice. Like I said, the crowded fields are difficult. Chris very happy about himself there. And yeah, well, we won't fight too hard into the first corner. We just want to
Anybody want to take their sponsors?
What sponsors? I'm not sure how this car start.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, man.
Green, green, green.
Get a bit more clutch, try and get away. These cars are very slow for start. Got a very long first gear. So they've got the 6th car beside us. We'll watch out for him. We won't try and run outside, we'll just fall in line, I think. Oh, he's going slow though, so we'll just get behind him and see how this second corner pans out. Brake early. Everyone nice and clean so far, that's what we like to see in these races. First gear is really where I should be. Got a yellow flag, I'm not quite sure what for. Oh, that's a green flag, sorry, it's in my peripheral vision so I can't really see it that well. Everyone nice and smooth so far. I was at 50 in that race, I was wrong completely. Okay, well, now we've got into our groove a bit, let's try and see what we can do on this guy in front. These cars are very easy to lock up, and anyone who drives them will know, so we don't want to be too adventurous. Now, I was fast through here in practice the other day, let's try and replicate it. This guy goes a bit wide, we have to slow down for him. It's not really a way through there. Yeah, it looks like we're faster than number 6 car, so we'll try and get past him quickly, because otherwise we're going to lose places to the rest of the field. He's going a bit deep there, hopefully we can get past him on this corner here. We'll try third through here, we want to keep the revs up there, he's going wide, so we'll get on the power quicker than him, and pull out, and we should have the run.
Stay on the left.
We're not in the right place really for this corner, you want to get past him before we...
0.731. Stay on the left.
This is going to be a bit tricky through here. A brake, careful on the steering, keep it light, a guy behind us spinning, both spinning, so obviously them trying a bit too hard through there. Locking up a bit, locking up is a curse in this car, don't want to spin it, don't want to spin it, keep it on the road just about. As you can see, this car is a real handful. But we're still going, no off tracks or encounters as of yet, but it's early days. So 4 through here, we'll try and drift it a bit, get a bit more speed, going a bit wide. That's really a second gear corner, but we're kind of working what we have at the moment. Number 8 is the next car, 2 seconds ahead of us, we can see him quite clearly. First gear is the gear for this corner, but it's very easy to turn it round if you're a bit too enthusiastic on the power on the way out. See what we can do through here this time without a car in our way. We can cut this corner a lot, get on the power. We gain a bit on the guy in front. Looking good so far. It's easy to get overconfident in this car though, so we won't push it too much. The guy in front spinning.
Car ahead. Go left.
For fuck's sake.
You've got wheel damage.
Okay, that's a 4 times encounter. We'll see if the pits can do anything about it, but it's unlikely. Pass left. Why'd you let it roll, dude? The guy, when you spin out, you can't just let it roll back into the track. It's asking for trouble. See if the pits can do anything about it. It's unlikely. We've suffered quite a bit of damage. Not how I wanted this race to go. A real shame. Well, we've been given the all clear. Car apparently is okay, so we're alright. Car's back in shape again, but we are a long way down. We'll see how it handles this corner here, as to whether we'll continue or not. Seems to be alright. Steering feels a bit light, but we'll work with it for now. Steering isn't going to be perfect after an incident like that, is it? There's still a long time for people to make mistakes yet, so we won't give up. It's very easy to just disconnect right now and get angry, which I did a little bit. I'll probably bleep out my my swear. Look like people are having a bit of a bash above. Hopefully that means more places for us, but we'll have to see. Open wheel racing is all about patience and picking a line and thinking far ahead. These cars can't take much damage. I'm surprised that we're carrying on, to be honest, but the car feels alright. Still got some decent-ish speed. Pulling us slightly to the right. but that's to be expected after an impact like that. I don't want to risk it by putting it in second round here. I want to keep on the track. Don't want any more encounters because a time Thor is pretty much already a a ruined thing before. There you go, the number 9 car obviously suffering some damage, which puts us up to 7th place.
2 minutes 7.825.
Easy through here because I don't quite trust the steering. Try and break around the 100-meter ball, but I don't want to be too conservative or too hard on the brakes. Mike Griffin there, pretty angry. Might have a look at that after the race if I remember. I probably won't. A lot of driving this car is being able to do controlled slides. Now, obviously sliding is, for the tyres, isn't ideal whenever we're off track there, as you can see. But it gets us around the corner faster. And this is a sprint race after all. In an endurance race I'll try and avoid it as much as I can. Obviously the smoothest way through the corner is to, with traction. But sometimes the slide helps to turn in and gets you on the power that little bit earlier. We are a fair bit behind the 6 car here. About 29 seconds. Unlikely we're going to make that up in the race, but anything can happen yet. Going a bit deep in the corner there. Managing to keep it going though. Looks like the 9 car is going to be our main competitor for the race. Whether he catches us or not will be a different story.
1 minute 35.274.
Looks like we're up to 6th now. Someone else has given up. I think this is terrible. If you enter a race, you should finish it if you can. This shows good sportsmanship, really. You don't always win every race, as you probably know from watching this series. It would be nice to win a race soon, but today isn't going to be the day, I think. This is some big crash up front. Down to 3rd gear. Look at that apex. Bit of a slide there, but we managed to control it. We are gaining on the 6th car, but probably not enough time over the lap to catch him. We can only hope we'll make a mistake. Well, I don't wish a mistake on anyone. I prefer my overtakes to be clean. But you take what you get for this kind of race. Again, cutting that corner as much as we can and getting on the power. Bringing it over to the outside using all the track. In a car which isn't too fast in a straight line, maximising your speed is important. Especially running onto the straight and through the clip like here. You want to clip the apexes. We want to clip it there really, but we a bit of oversteer kind of for bonus for doing that. Seems that we're faster than number 9 in the later section of the course.
35.17. You've got 10 laps to go.
A very tricky to corner to get right at the 130R. Remember in my practice the amount of times I spun off there, getting a bit deep on the brakes. She's really going for 1st gear, but I don't want to risk locking up the back wheels, especially when we're pretty much racing on our own. There's no point driving too out of our comfort zone because there's not really much to gain. If the number 6 is a problem and spins off, then maybe we'll up our pace a little bit, but at the moment there's not much point. Unfortunately, there wasn't much I could do about that. Nearly spinning there. Not much to do about the crash at the start of the race. Kind of came onto the track and let it roll across. I had nowhere to go really, which is a shame, but it happens and just got to keep going. I do feel like I am out of position. I think I could have challenged in the top 3 or maybe the top 4 if I had had a clean race, but these things rarely happen in iRacing. The number 9 car is catching me slightly. Probably not enough to catch you by the end of the race, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Minute 35.884.
Slight braking into here just to get the car turned in. Lifting tends to make the back go light, which you really don't want in this car. Down the first gear this time, that's a lot better. First gear gives us the drive we need out of that corner. Got to be careful at this corner because the wheels want to spin up. There you go. Put it in 4th through here and give it a little flick on the turn in. Try and keep the power on the way out into the second Degner. We can use some of that runoff but not all of it. Ah, there you go. Another example of an off track. My safety rating is moaning at me right now. Probably my favourite corner on the course. So you're allowed to do that and it's fine. A bit cheap really, but there you go. 120 seconds now, so the guy in front. This for a longer race, I like to think we would have caught him, but like I said, it doesn't always turn out our way. We'll try second gear through here. We've been doing third gear all race, but it's not been too quick. I want to stay off that bit on the outside, very slippery. A better lap it feels like. We'll see what it's like when it goes over the line. 35.8 to beat. 35.4, so a bit quicker, but I know I can go quicker than that, so... Well, I'm not going to hot lap, I am going to try and put in some quicker laps just to entertain myself a little bit. Driving on your own can be quite boring sometimes. Locking up the wheels there, but luckily slowing down enough to get into the corner. The Skip Barber effectively has road tyres on it, so they aren't too great under braking. One of the corners you'd probably see from my massive amount of counter steer I'm putting in. I don't really want to be doing that really, but I have no choice. Usually I like playing catch up in a race, like it's nice, it's fun, but sometimes, you know, it'd be nice to have a fight for position, like in my last race really, like the one I posted, the GT race. That was a fantastic race. I've not had that much fun iRacing for a long time, and then to come to something like this is quite anticlimactic. I've noticed in my videos a lot. I've been watching them through. I'll try and keep talking while I'm racing here. That I have a bit of a problem with braking. I tend to brake a lot earlier than I need to in a lot of corners. I've had people tell me maybe down to my pedals. The G27 has notoriously bad brake pedal, but at the same time I've seen people like there's a racer called Pablo Lopez who races in the World Championship in the Formula series, and he uses stock G27 pedals, so like I can't really use that as an excuse. Other people say that I'm just a bit too rash on the brakes. I mean, I have to accelerate it down. I can be smooth when I want to, but the brakes always seem to be like boom. Obviously, that causes lockups. It's different though, because iRacing is very sensitive to that kind of thing, which is realistic, really. But things like R Factor, I'm not so. We see like from our timing there. Sorry, just to interrupt my thought there. That Chris has had a spin. The number 9 car has gone round because he's gone back to 20 seconds or so. I know I'm not that quick. But that pretty much takes off any pressure we had. We're now down to 15 seconds almost to the 6th car. So obviously we would have been quicker at him if we were ahead of him, probably in 5th, maybe even in 4th. Not too grateful there this lap. Too busy looking at the relative. Something you shouldn't do when you're racing. There's a certain joy to driving this car. It's like having how to explain it. It's like having a temperamental girlfriend. It will be the best thing in the world to you if you treat it right. One wrong move and it'll bite your head off. I think that sums up this car perfectly. See that again, way too early into that. I think I'll just get into like a safety mode where I don't think that, oh yeah, I'll just brake a bit early and it won't matter. The gap to John down to 12.5 seconds now. I might have made a mistake somewhere, so hopefully he's warmed his tyres up a little bit. We won't hold our breath. Try and get on the course again. Don't want to get another off track. Already rifled them this race. Go out as wide as we can here. Get the turn in. Be careful on the throttle. All of it about here. Get onto that run off a little bit, but watch for the bump on the exit. That'll offset your car. Second gear for this corner. Hit the curb. Aim for the gravel trap. Clip it a little bit, not too much. Don't want another off track. John now down to 10 seconds. It's going to be a close finish if we keep taking this time out of him. Maybe it's time to drop our pace a little bit. Don't want to make a mistake though, that'll be diabolical. But I'm a racer at heart and I can't resist the challenge. So we need about 2 seconds a lap to catch him. We are catching the guy in fourth as well. Don't know where fifth disappeared to. Just maybe he's blinked out a little bit. There he is. Down to 8 seconds. Don't want to watch it too much. Don't want it to put me off. Down to first. Hit that apex on the power as soon as you can. Brake. Try and clip that apex, miss it slightly. Be careful of the outside of the course. Number 2 car in the lead's catching us a little bit. Going to lap us soon. He will lap us soon. I don't think he'll catch us for the end of the race. Hopefully not. That'd be quite humiliating. Come on, Skippy. We've got this. And power as soon as I can. I want this position now. I can smell it. On the power nice and early through there. Number 6 realising I'm getting close, I think. Start trying up his pace a little bit. There he is. Nice and easy. No sudden movements in this car. Try to take as much speed as I can out of there. Down to 6 seconds now, the gap. Come on, Skippy. I feel like I'm talking to a kangaroo. Don't get too overconfident now. I'm a bit slow through there than I would like to have been. Getting a bit excited on the brakes, just about getting it turned in time. Wheel spin on the way out, not what I want in this car. I want all the grip I can get. Let it drift in. Don't try and fight this car, let it do what it wants to do. We can see him now, he's getting visibly closer. Don't let it lock up too much. You want to get on the power when we want to get on, we don't want to go wide too much. Guy behind me disconnecting, obviously had enough of chasing me. And that puts me in last place. I don't want to be in last place, even if it's only out of 6 cars. Last finisher is an insult. Get turned in, and power now. 4 seconds. It's going to be a close one. Rating on white to the red line, change gear there, using all the speed I can get, brake a little bit, turn it in, a lot faster through there than normal. Careful on the brakes, don't want to lock up now and ruin my my pursuit. perfect through there. Come on. Going a bit wide at this corner. Managing to stay on the power though. Looks like this guy ahead might have damage. Hopefully he'll try and up his pace a little bit when we see him. Might force him into a mistake. Let us get a bit closer. A lot of driving in any racing is psychology. He sees you coming, he's going to worry. We're a lot faster through there than he is. We'll pick up his toe soon. Breaking a straight line. Whoa, watch out for that bit there, that was close. Come on, power, power, power. You got away with it from us there, you braked a bit later than we should have done. This could cost us. A bit of a draft down here. Being careful when you actually don't want to run too wide.
White flag, one more lap to go.
We've got another lap after that, that's for the leader. After, excuse me if I'm not commentating much, to try and concentrate and catch this guy. Don't want to go too wide, another off track. Oh, frustrating. The racing, he doesn't care though. Just wants his position. He's going very deep into that corner. We get a better exit than he does. See what we do here compared to him. We'll see what he does. We don't want to have a repeat of the early race incident. Nearly do there. He's got the better drive. It's going to be close. Looks like we're side by side up here. It's going to be who breaks first. It's not going to be me. Got a bit of a space now, so we're going to take this corner as far as we can. The race isn't over yet. Trying to hit every apex now, maximise my speed. Try and get a gap. Tell you what, that reminds me of my my last endurance race in R Factor. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go check it out. Same kind of situation. Heart's going a little bit, feel a bit tense. It's a shame about the earlier incident in the race. We could have finished a bit higher. We were gaining on the guy in fourth. Obviously not massively, but we were faster than he was. But I'll take fifth after everything that happened. I just don't want to look at my safety rating. I didn't expect me to get through this race clean. I mean, skip Barbers and notoriously hard to drive, and people just like, you know, they put them off. Like there, obviously people getting a bit annoyed at each other because you can't drive the car safely, and you know, it's what happens, and you can't blame everyone for it. Everyone has to learn at some point. Let's check a flag. We come fifth. Let's see what our engineers say to us, shall we?
There's the flag, it's over. Great job, you did really well.
Thank you, Billy. I've named him Billy. I'm not sure if that's his name or not, but happy with a fifth. Good race, John. Didn't think I was going to catch you there. So overall, not too bad. I mean, we were the second to last of runners, but we came fifth, midfield. In our first skip Barber race, that isn't too bad. We were running faster than this guy here, and maybe Matthew here. So Maybe could have got a podium, but we'll have to see next time, won't we? So yeah, same as usual. If you enjoyed the race, tell me why. Give me a like. If you didn't, again, tell me why. I'll be interested to know, see what I can do better, and subscribe for further videos. Have a nice day, guys. See you later.